Last night I went to an Orthodox Jewish wedding. Let's talk about it. This was my cousin's wedding, so we got there a little extra early for pictures and the shmorg, which is basically a Jewish term for cocktail hour. While guests take food, the bride or the kala is brought in by the two mothers, and we start the Kabbalas Panim, which is the bride greeting her guests and giving brachot or blessings. While the bride is greeting her guests, the men are in the chassan's tish. In here there's a lot of singing, dancing, and eating, but they also sign a marital contract called the Tanaim, and they read another marital contract called the Ketubah that will be signed under the chuppah. Now it's time for the Badeken. This is the first time that the chassan and kala, or the groom and bride, see each other in a week. The chassan covers the kala's face with the veil, and her father and father-in-law give her brachot. Of course, every aspect of the wedding is important, but the main ceremony is the chuppah. It's extremely important for the guests in the audience to pray while the chuppah is happening because a marriage is seen as an extremely holy event. Once the bride walks down the aisle, the mothers walk her around her soon-to-be husband 7 times. Numbers are extremely important in Judaism, but 7 is a big one, especially for marriage. She walks around him 7 times. For the next 7 days, they're supposed to say 7 blessings with family and friends, and the number 7 supposedly represents perfect completion and the couple now being whole. Once the glass is broken, it's time for the real party to start. The newly married couple is danced out of the room by their friends to another room called the Yichud room, which is where they can finally spend some time alone. While they do their thing, guests can sit down and appetizers are served. In more religious weddings like this one, seating can be separated by a wall in the middle called a mechitza. This is for tznius or modesty purposes because the dancing is supposed to be separate as well, and this makes sure that everyone is comfortable and can really let loose and have fun. For the first round of dancing, the chassan and kala make sure to dance in the middle of a circle with each of their closest family and friends. But the second dance after dinner is where the fun really starts, in my opinion. That's when the friends bring out the shtick. I couldn't find an English translation for shtick, but it's just fun things that people use for dancing, usually inside jokes. Towards the end of the second dance, the bride and groom sit down with their families, and the guests perform kinda mini shows. We do this because it's a big mitzvah of the day to be sameach chassan v'kala. It basically means to make the bride and groom happy and entertain them to make it an amazing day. At this point of the wedding, it's really just really close friends and family, and everyone's just having a good time and winding down a little bit. The last step of the wedding is to bench, which is blessings post-meal, and do another round of those 7 blessings that they said under the chuppah. While the wedding is over, the partying definitely is not. Let me know if you want to see what comes next. Mazal Tov!